Made Fresh, 96.7 The Beat, Terry J and Jazzy T with you. We got a special guest in the studio with us. I'm going to let him introduce himself and what he got going on. What's up, my brother?
What's going on? So Ryan Wilson, CEO and co-founder of The Gathering Spot. I'm now the owner of A3C, too.
You're now the owner of A3C. How'd that happen? How'd that come to be?
Hey, so we've been partners with A3C for the last couple of years, and 15th anniversary of the business, and
15 years.
Yeah, it's crazy,
wow.
Right? And so I started talking to Paul Judge, who's a notable tech guy in town, and we thought it would be a good opportunity to help the business grow. So this past January we bought it, and are excited about what we're going to produce in October.
My brother, I mean, you look young, and I'm thinking you talking about we buying that. I love to hear information and news like that. And you said you're also the owner of The Gathering Spot?
That's right. Yeah, that's my first job.
Which is a beautiful spot.
So I was trying to explain The Gathering Spot to our sales guy, and I was like, you know what? It's like we work for black people. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, but it's way more doper and cool and more culture. So.
Yeah, like at our heart, we consider ourselves a private club. So from a space perspective, it's event space, restaurant, and co-working. But the business really centers around the people that are there. So you'll see a little bit of everybody. It's creatives, it's entrepreneurs, it's people who work for a lot of the big companies in town. They come to the club to eat, go to events, and eat.
Yeah, because we went to listening parties.
Yeah.
Couple of events there.
All type of events have happened there. So it's a really dope spot. Talk to us about A3C. Talk to us about what's going on, what you're excited about, and then I'm also ask you about some past memories that you've had.
Yeah, I mean, so 15th anniversary. Super excited about what we're building this year. I mean, we released the initial conference lineup yesterday. And it's dope, right? We've had people like Bozoma St. John, Lenny Yes, Will Packer, T.I.
It's crazy.
You got Charlemagne.
Yeah, I mean, it's a full list. Dapper Dan's coming into
Gary
town.
V. I'm excited about Gary V.
So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a moment for the culture. We're going to put all those people on our main stage and talk about the things that, I mean, you know them for a lot of times, but then other things that they don't talk about as much. So.
What's some of the new aspects we can expect for the conference? Because every year I feel like it's something new with the conferences. So this year, what are some new things? I
mean, first and foremost, it's going to be in a new space. So we're going to America's Mart downtown, and we'll be based out of Hotel Indigo. But outside of that, what you're going to see is an expanded look at what the conference experience normally brings. So music has always been kind of the underpinning of A3C. We're going to expand that to include tech and film, and just a general look at like everything that's happening in our community. So,
wow, that's really dope. It's like a South by Southwest type situation.
But better.
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, no, I mean it's in Atlanta, so it's gonna be. I would argue better.
There we go.
Yeah, like the cool thing about Atlanta to me is that what other city can you go to where there's old companies like Coca-Cola, new startups, and the world is listening to all the music and films that are produced here, right? So that's what A3C is going to represent. We're going to put all of what makes Atlanta special into a couple of days and talk about the magic that's down here.
And it's right here in the ATL.
Yeah, we ain't traveling nowhere.
Yeah, you don't have to travel. It's right here in your home city, man, and that's crazy.
So the lineup hasn't been announced.
I know.
Yet.
I was about to say. I didn't know. I was going to like tinkle around it.
I'm getting right
to
to it.
I'm getting
right to it. But when can we expect the lineup to drop?
Give us a couple weeks on the music side. So,
okay. Are we still locking down a couple people, or we know it? We just
no. So the experience this year is going to be different, right? So we're not producing an outdoor festival. What we're doing is you're going to have access through your A3C ticket to shows that'll be happening across the city.
Okay.
So we have every venue that you could think of. Up and coming acts, and then people that you've heard of that will all be performing across town. So, not a fest. It's a deconstructed festival. It's gonna be dope.
So my question on this situation is, what if okay, like there's one artist on one side of town that I want to go check out, but then there's another artist on the other side of town, and maybe their set might be. Is there a time difference in which like you'll be able to properly get to another stage?
Yeah, so I mean, we're programming to for people who like a certain type of music or certain type of artist, those things will be spaced out appropriately, so you'll be able to go to the majority of them. But I mean, we're gonna encourage people to kind of branch out and hear music that they haven't heard from a long time. But there will be so much music accessible at different times. I think everybody will be satisfied when it's all said and done.
I'm really intrigued as well. You talked about the film and tech side. Who from the film and tech side are going to be involved as well?
I mean, that was part of the reason why we're excited to bring people like Bozeman St. John and Gary Vee for kind of the tech element. The new owner of the business, Paul Judge, very well known in that space. And then on the film side, I mean, I can't point to anybody better than Will Packer. I mean, a person that has rooted his company and films a lot of his projects in Atlanta. So a lot of the conversation will center around those folks for who we've announced so far.
That's really
more names coming.
More names coming.
Yes, that was just the first round of names.
Oh, that's the first round. Yeah, no, we'll add a lot more people by the time it's all said and done.
That is crazy, man. I can't wait. It seems like it gets bigger and better every year, and so now
got to do it big for the 15.
Yeah, 15. No. What are your favorite memories? What are some fond memories for you of going to A3C?
I mean, the cool thing about A3C for me is that I love being able to look back a couple years later and be like, wow, I saw that person at A3C, and like, people didn't really know their name like that, right? And so I mean, we were talking, a second ago about Ari Lennox, like to watch an artist like every the album was fire this year, but
right?
Like, she was at A3C years ago, or I mean, on the other side, you see artists that have been well established come back, like Nas, right? Like having moments like that where they'll come and talk, but then also perform is what makes the whole thing special for me. So that mix will be back this year too. Tickets.
When are they on sale right now? When do they go on sale?
They're on sale, and I would encourage you to go to our website, a3cfestival.com, and select the package that's right for you, because this is going to be a special year. I think there's going to be a lot of people coming to town for it.
I like how you gave me that look, like it was almost like a subtle wink, like, yeah, you need to get these tickets. Trust me.
Yeah, I want to hype it, but like, you really should go get your tickets. Like, it's gonna it's gonna.
We can't get nobody. No.
Do you know who's gonna be a performer?
Nobody?
Do you know? Do you have a
one person?
I've heard some whispers, but
what's the whispers sounded like?
I don't know. Like, I mean,
any big reunions? Any?
I've heard some
collaborations.
People might get together.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't know. No,
okay.
I know the conference speakers, though. They told me that. They told me that. But like, they haven't told me the festival people.
Okay, so we should be expecting that lineup in a few weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Well, definitely we'll be covering it when the lineup is dropped and announced, so we can't wait for it. We appreciate you for stopping by and coming through and talking to us about the event, and I'm really excited. I can't wait for it to happen.
Again, what are those dates again?
October 8th through the 13th. So please plan to be here. Everybody that's in Atlanta, mark it on your calendar. We'll be all over the city.
And I don't want to assume, for those who are listening right now, and this is your first time ever hearing of A3C, and you're like, I want to go to this. What are the socials? Where should people go to buy tickets? Go check out the IG account and all that good stuff.
You can find us on IG at A3C Festival and on Twitter at A3C. We're very responsive, so hit us up. We'll answer any questions that you have, and we'll also be making future announcements on those platforms. So, be on the lookout as we continue to add speakers. And when we announce the music lineup, you'll see it on there, too.
Absolutely, man. Get your tickets, man. Definitely get your tickets. You don't want to miss out on this. Thank you for stopping by the studio. We appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.